So, the big one, score prediction. Hello and welcome to Dan Talks United. It's the match preview. Manchester City versus Manchester United. This has got to be the first time that we're going to go to the Etihad and have a good chance of getting a good result, or be confident of getting a good result. Because in the past, with the way that Manchester City have been playing under Pep, we've not had much of a chance. I understand that we've come out of there with a win. I remember that goal that McTominay scored, for example, in Ole's days as well, hitting them on the counter-attack. But this time, in terms of our starts, so for us, we've had the loss against Arsenal, we've had the draw against Fulham, and I'm not going to mention that other thing, and then the win against Burnley. Whereas City, they've beat Wolves. Did they lose against Brighton? So I'm sure they've got 2 losses and 1 win. And then we've got that 1 loss, 1 draw, 1 win. So it's a good time to face them. Yes, both sides have got injury issues, but at the moment, City are not playing the same level as they've been playing in the past. So, good chance. Let's go. Confidence there to get a good result. Yeah, even go as far as getting a win. It's got to be the first time for a while that we've been able to field a strong or a settled back 3. We'll start with back 3. So Yoro, De Ligt and Shaw, because as we all know about Shaw, injury prone. De Ligt has had his issues in the past, and Yoro had those injuries at the start of his career with Manchester United. So all being well, everybody's come back from international duty, apart from Shaw obviously. Well, then we can start with that back 3 and start to get a bit of consistency in that back 3. And then the wing backs just, they'll just slot in. So you've got Ahmad and you've got Dorgu. So we just have to see if he plays Ahmad at wing back or whether he decides to put him in the number 10 positions. So in regards to who's available, so before I go on to my preferred starting lineup or even predicted starting lineup, we know, unfortunately, after the press conference on Friday, Amorim's confirmed that Cunha is injured and still recovering. Hasn't given a timescale. Mount, who has started the season well, is also injured. Also no real timescale. Dalot, I think he got released from international duty early, came back with an issue, so he won't be playing. So that is a bit of an impact for us for the starting 11, because obviously Cunha and Mount would have started usually. Having Mount to do the pressing against City would be a big miss. Also, City have got players that are missing. I believe Mamouche is injured, and I believe Haaland's in. There's the guy that said he was going to kill us after we beat them in the Europa League, was it against Lyon? Ryan Cherky, so I believe he's injured, and John Stones. So obviously don't want to wish injury on players, but obviously if it puts us in a better position, then it is obviously good news for us. And do we care about City? Do we fuck? So going back to our back 3, as I said earlier, good to see a settled back 3 for once, and hopefully that will be the back 3 that starts in this game, just to give us some continuity. So in terms of strengths, obviously I've talked about defensive issues at times, and just having that strong leader at the back, just to command in that area, especially at set pieces. But in terms of strengths and just just sort of talking about the strengths at the moment. Obviously, Yoro, young player, as I said before, a lot of potential, a lot of talent as well. Got decent pace, a decent channel defender, progresses the ball well going forward as well. Has a decent switch on him as well in terms of that cross-field pass. So that's good. De Ligt is a leader. I don't know if I've seen much of it, if I'm honest. So I'd like to see more of that, especially with set pieces and commanding that area. But again, De Ligt, not saying he's the best on the ball, but he is starting to step up into midfield. He's starting to set that play. So keeper passes it into De Ligt and he will either pass it to Yoro or pass it to Shaw. Or bounce it back to the keeper if need be, and like I say, stepping into that midfield to have extra cover as well. And then Shaw is slowly. We're not getting peak Shaw back. We're not getting Shaw and Depay days, but we are getting a Shaw that's starting to come back into his own. He will have lost a yard of pace now. He's getting older. He's had a few injuries. But do I want to use the word that was used for Casemiro, steady Eddie? You know what you're going to get from him. But also, what I'd like to see a bit more from Shaw, though, is because he's good at this, is going forward, offering as an extra man, being able to cross as well, because he has got a good cross on him. It's just not getting the opportunity to cross very much, and he just needs to link up a little bit more. With Dorgu, for example, if it's Dorgu who starts. So yeah, in terms of that, and going back to De Ligt, he's got that aggressive nature about him as well. He's been on the front foot when the ball's been turned over. Is aggressively stepping out of defence into midfield and trying to get that early tackle. So that's all good. I believe, or I hope, we start the game like we started against Arsenal now, okay? We lost against Arsenal, but I think if we can start positively, we can press City. There's always a chance of getting a good result if we can do that, and just, like I say, really press at City, really be on the front foot, really, I'm not saying gun-ho attacking, but just be on the front foot, be, at them on transition, sort of find out those weaknesses, because I don't know if Rodri's playing, but that also makes a big difference if he isn't. I don't know if he did get injured again, so again, we just need to exploit those spaces that are going to be given up without having that type of midfielder or that midfield presence. It's a good chance to show ourselves, and generally speaking, under Amorim, we've done okay against the bigger sides. We just need to start scoring. I mean, looking at stats-wise, we were right up there in terms of shots at goal. Even across Europe, the figures were right up there. So we just need to start converting some of those shots into goals, and I think we'll be all right. I mean, yes, we're probably going to have to do that sort of old school Real Madrid where we score more than you to win games, because again, although I'm saying that we've got that consistency in defence, I still think it's lacking in areas, especially when it comes to set pieces. It's like we completely switch off. Now, obviously, we've got Bayender in net. Amorim has confirmed that it will be Bayender that will be starting against Manchester City. Some of our hopes have been answered with Onana going to Turkey. Is it Trabzonspor or whatever, however you pronounce it? So that is good that we have got rid of Onana for a period of time, only on loan, but he's out of the way and there's no temptation to put him between the sticks. Can't trust him, not a goalkeeper for me, so it's nice to get him out of the way for a bit. Obviously, we have to see what Sonner Lomans is going to be like. He's going to be given that time to adjust to the Premier League or adjust to English football. Still a young keeper anyway, still got a lot to learn. hopefully he will get his opportunity when that time is right. But for now, he's going to be sitting this one out, probably getting a feel for the game from the bench, and whoever we've got in the FA Cup, I would hope that he's going to play before then, because I don't believe FA Cup starts for a while, but we will see. Predicted starting lineup. Sort of doing this off the cuff, not got anything written down. Obviously easy straight away by Ender in net, because that's what's going to happen, because Amorim's already confirmed that. Mazraoui I'd probably put at wing back. Noose seems to have recovered from injury. Came on for a bit in the last game against Burnley. So I'd probably put Noose at right wing back, especially for his defensive capabilities as well. He's decent going forward. Would want more from him going forward, but I'll go with that. As I was saying, back three, centre backs anyway, sorted, as in Yoro, De Ligt, Shaw. And then, Dorgu at left wing back. Central midfield. Casemiro. Obviously our options are thin on the ground anyway for that area. I didn't see what Agate did in international break, whether he played well. I do believe he played 90 minutes in the last game. Casemiro. Yeah, Casemiro in the sixth role. Who would be his partner? I think I'd go Meno. Now, obviously, it's not just about him wanting, pushing to leave or anything like that and thinking, play him so that he'll stay, but I'd like to see more of him. I think he's played well against City in the past. Let's go Meno. Yeah, let's go Meno. Is that sort of roaming 8. Tens. I'm going to say Bruno as one of the 10s and Mbeumo as the other 10. And then I would love nothing more but to have Sesko at number 9. I think we need to start Sesko in this one. He's played in the international break. Okay, hasn't scored, but he's getting that fitness up. We need a target man. We need somebody to hold the ball up. We can't be getting the ball forward and it's coming straight back. We need to utilise those skills of Sesko to hold that ball up and hopefully get a goal out of him. So I'll go with Sesko, number 9. The 10s, Bruno and Mbeumo. Sadly for Ahmad, although I don't believe he started the season as well as I'd like him to have, I would have him on the bench just for impact. Because as much as I like Xerxes and I like him coming on, I don't think he has the same level of impact as Ahmad would have off the bench. So have those two as options to come off the bench. Both can slot into those number 10 positions if we need to swap anything out. That would be my starting 11. So the big one, score prediction. Yeah, I can see both sides scoring. I've been toying between United winning 2-1 and a 1-1 draw. And I'm really sorry, but I'm going to go boring. And I'm sensing a 1-1 draw. And I'll even think about who's going to score. So I've got a feeling that Haaland's going to score for them. And I've got a feeling that Mbeumo's going to score for us. And obviously I'd hope for it to be better than a 1-1 draw, but I'm just feeling a 1-1 draw. So in the comments, give us your score predictions. What are you thinking? Will it be a draw? Will it be a score draw? Will we lose? Will we win? Who's the favourites? Who do you think are the favourites? Is it City still? I mean, it should be City still. Is it a crunch game for Amorim? Is he allowed to lose this one? I mean, I don't want to talk like that, but is he allowed to lose this one? But yeah, I'm going to stick with 1-1. Please give us your comments. As always, please subscribe because it helps the channel out, especially a new channel such as ours. Please like, please share, and I'll see you on the next one.